Vending the Reptile Super Show for the first time. Right, baby?
Doing it.
Yeah. So I'm going to show you guys some animals, show you what we brought, and hopefully talk to some vendors if they're not too busy. This is a crypto and blood orchid offspring. Obviously it's a lily white. It is a tricolor lily white, not super fired up, but you can see the pattern is just insane on this gecko right here. I love this kind of stuff. Like lily whites will forever be my favorites. But my second favorite are the gargoyle geckos, the super red striped stuff. This is a Pennywise offspring. Now Pennywise, I've been saying it for a long time, he's like the next up and coming Deadpool. Like, people are still sleeping on him, but the animals that he's been producing are being so consistent. They produce so well. This is another Pennywise offspring I just want to show you. Look at the lateral pattern on that animal. And of course, as this grows up, it's going to turn all red. It's going to blow up in color. But I did bring some Deadpool offspring as well. This is a little Deadpool baby. Still small, it's not showing the best color, but you can see the red going all the way down to the tip of the tail. It's gonna blow up in color when this thing is like 3 years old. Also has a lot of good lateral pattern. So this one here is a really nice empty back female. Great contrast. You can see that little peak and then the base color peeking through the dorsal there. That's how you know it's an empty back. This one is another one from Crypto. Obviously this one is not a lily white, but has some really nice white gray head structure and a couple spots. I know some people don't like that, but I personally don't mind it. This girl here, I love this girl. She is a red extreme harlequin and she has some tangerine influence on her dorsal and her markings. I think not enough people work with the tangerines, so like this is definitely one of my favorite females here at the show. And this guy here is a little lily white axanthic. Took me a little while to develop these guys to start producing them, but they are one of my favorite morphs to produce. Lily white is a incomplete dominant and the axanthic is a recessive, so it's a double gene mutation and just sticks out like a sore thumb.
The last few shows, I'll help David clean up geckos, and I always pick one that seems to be my favorite, not really knowing anything about geckos. I picked this one out last night and it was the first gecko to sell today.
Good job.
That's all I know. David wants me to go vlog while he's stuck at the table here, so
yeah,
come with me.
Go show us some cool stuff.
I don't know how to
so
vlog.
I can watch the video later and then figure out what was at the show.
Edited a lot. Alright. I apologize now for this awful quality of video taping I'm about to do, but apparently I'm supposed to go look for tokens for Manny, at least some cool morphs, so hopefully I have some luck. Let's find out. I'm shook right now because it's really cool to see that there's people working with the little brown anoles that I see like in Florida everywhere. We actually have some being captive bred, and look how bright red that thing is. And just all the different variations that you can get from them. That's so cool. Oh my goodness, of course we have a little petty. Shout out to little monsters. David's making me vlog and I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I wanted to show these things. I want one of these. Don't know why. I don't think we're allowed to have it. I don't think we're allowed to have these in Florida. I may be wrong. Eyes on the prize. Let's get one all day from the house, I would say. Okay, let's see what David's been up to, because I haven't gone for a minute. He's chatting. I don't know, we look kind of busy. I just want to document that somebody actually asked to take a picture with me before they asked to take a picture with David. Because they knew me from talking to me on the phone, so just wanted to flex a little bit about that.
Alright guys, welcome to the Gecko Pod. My name's AJ, Harry, TikisGeckos, HAD Reptiles. We are a podcast for the community talking about hobby and business. Episode 50-something on TikisGeckos.
What you got here, Harry? Show me some cool stuff.
Side has a few, sold a few cats, and then a bunch of these I produced this season.
What do you want to show us?
I don't know.
Show us something, man. Pull something out, Harry.
I sold most of the stuff.
There's a hybrid here.
There's a hybrid. I didn't produce it.
It's cool.
This one's cool. 50-50. There's some little cool stuff. High contrast stuff.
Can you open that lid? Who is that out of?
This one is out of Hyperion and Cali.
Alright,
which is like, this is like AJD stock that I produced.
Very nice. Crazy contrast.
What's up?
Pull something out, man. Show us some cool stuff.
Oh, whoa. Look at that.
That's a super empty back.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
There's another. Yeah, sometimes.
You got that empty back craze, huh?
Yeah, man, love it. Some super dowels. I know you like these.
I love super dowels. Nice big spots.
That guy. What about this one?
That's pretty, man. That's a pretty one. Alright, I'm here with Anthony, Little Monsters. What you got there, bro?
Crested Gecko from Sanji Blair.
Nice. So that's just like a super high white drippy
Extreme
thing.
Yep. Yeah, basically. It's got all the white pattern genes I could find in several animals and put them together, basically.
That's beautiful. What are some other geckos that you've been working on that you want to show?
I've got some nice tangerines.
Let's see that.
My beautiful hyper tangerine line, yep. That we've worked for a few years now, several years.
Yeah, you could see it on the pinning, really.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite indicators of hyper tangerine, really like pushing that color.
And on the tail, too.
Yep.
It's easy to see when you put them side by side with like a normal gecko. Like you could see the difference between the white. Yeah, there you go. The white and the tangerine. Just insane.
Yeah, we've got some wonderful tigers.
Is that a saber-tooth baby?
It is a saber-tooth baby.
Of course it is. Holy crap.
And then we've got a beautiful Frappuccino from RCK, actually.
Oh, that's
all
a frap?
the way from Korea. Yep.
Nice.
Red-based
frap. A red-based frap. You don't see those often.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah. That's pretty. Yeah, I really like the red base. I remember, I think it was June or something that had like a really nice red base frap. Look at that. Look at all the difference in morphotypes that we got with the super empty bag, tangerine, high white extreme, and then a frappuccino.
There's a tiger somewhere on me.
What's your favorite, Jess?
Saber-tooth kids right now.
Saber-tooth kids? So that little one?
He's right here.
Where is he?
Oh my God. I
thought he was low-key freaking out.
I was like, where's the gecko?
That's beautiful.
Super empty back. It's got nice quads as well.
Yeah, perfect quad.
And that classic tail.
Yeah, that super dark tail.
It's pretty cool that they have tail markers as well, just like cappuccinos and sables and stuff.
Yeah, that's so neat.
It's so cute.
Don right here, he's at Highlighter Chameleons. What you got, bro?
Hey, we got a blue and banja right here.
That's
like
amazing.
these.
Actually, let me go on here because the lighting's better.
Yeah. So I think these are the most exotic of the panther chameleons. It's a little dark because it's it's kind of cold in here.
Yeah.
Straight royal blue.
Holy crap!
Yeah, these when they fire up, they just go even more blue, but they stay a solid color, unlike a lot of the other panthers.
Yeah.
And these.
It's almost like a dark blue. What's it called? What are the powder blue ones called again? The
nosy bee. Yeah. And he looks, for some reason, when they're dark, people are like, "Oh, I want the black one," but I'm like, "This is kind of his ugly colors." But
Yeah.
I still love it.
Do you work mostly with the abanjas?
Yeah, and banjas and ambelobi and nosy bay. Classic and banja.
Yeah, that's right.
They fire up. A lot of them, the ones I like, fire up yellow. And the bars are usually purple or a nice blue.
That's amazing, dude.
Yes,
and where can they find you? Where can people find you?
Hey, find us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Highlighter Chameleons.
Highlighter Chameleons.
Yes, sir. YouTube too. So make sure you tap in.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Wow, look at that.
One of them, yeah.
So you guys breed panther chameleons?
Yes, I breed panther chameleons. I only do the ambelobi region because this is my hobby and passion project.
Yeah.
I'm a full-time high school art teacher.
Oh,
and
nice.
This is just what I do because I love it. I love these amazing creatures.
Yeah. He's beautiful, though.
Yeah, with all of his blue, everybody who came by.
And pure ambelobi?
Yes. Pure ambelobi. That's the only region that I do.
I love coming to the Cali shows because I see a lot of beautiful panther chameleons.
Yes.
Only in Florida and Cali we see these gorgeous panthers.
Because it's so much more conducive to raising them.
Yeah.
So much.
All right, so what we got here? Wow. Beautiful. 11 years old?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So this guy like a store pet or something?
Yeah.
And you told me your store is in Long Beach, California?
Yes, JTK Reptile in Long Beach.
Yeah, I always see you with the huge monitors, man. I'm super envious.
You missed it yesterday. You should have been here. Yes.
I gotta go to your store one day, man.
But you have to hold it.
Okay, I will. So this is a Mexican beaded lizard, and they get their name from those little tiny beads that you see in their skin and their scale. And of course, this is one of two venomous lizards, right? Two?
Yes.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Unless you want to play with those too.
These guys are massive. Oh my God. How old are these guys?
They're 8 years old each one.
8 years old each. How do you sex these guys? How many penile bulge like the other?
This is the female right here. You can see the head.
Yeah, a lot smaller.
And then you can see the tail. The female tail, they have a dent right here.
Yeah.
Then the male tail, you can see.
It's thicker.
Yeah, compared to the female.
They're beautiful though. And these guys are only native to Mexico, right?
Yeah.
And the Gilas are native to Arizona and,
Yeah, US.
and the US.
Yes.
That's amazing. You don't want to get bit by these guys. What happens if you get bit by these guys?
I got bit before my first bite because it's a baby.
Yeah.
I end up in a hospital for 3 days.
Okay.
But the adult is they do a lot of head bug.
Yeah.
They head bug you and they don't really bite you. If they bite you, more likely they nibble on you, but they won't bite you all the way to the jawline.
Right. Okay. So where can we find you? Where's your store? You said Long Beach?
Long Beach, JTK Reptile, we're in California. Don't forget, please.
Right there.
We have TikTok, we got Instagram, we got Facebook. Please follow and support.
Yeah. And you sell all kinds of reptiles.
I do. I have more likely. I'm heavy on giant monitors,
Yeah.
giant lizard, bit Mexican beaded. A lot of people they said, why beaded? Why monitor?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, the first thing, oh, that thing is gonna eat me.
Yeah.
No, they're the sweetest one. The bigger they are, the sweeter they go.
Yeah.
For example.
Yep. Thank you, my friend. All right, I am here at Camouflage Creations, some of my favorite chameleon people, and you guys have some beautiful animals here. What you got?
Well, right here is a Nosy Bay panther chameleon.
Beautiful.
And he's a beautiful blue color phase.
Yeah.
And his name is Buck Nasty.
Buck Nasty.
Some of you guys will get the reference. And it's not because of his coloration, it's because of his particular attitude.
And where did he get his name?
He got his name in a show.
At a Reptile Super Show.
Yes, actually.
Really?
Yeah, he had a totally different name for him, and then he really shined at that show with his attitude.
And he just stays like that the whole show with his mouth wide open.
He'll simmer.
He does. He simmers in his cage, but when he's out, this is his pretty much go-to.
And this is pretty rare for a panther, you know. Or at least a captive bred one.
Yeah.
He'll actually look for my fingers.
There's also a lot of people and a lot of stuff going on here, so it's probably not super fun for him right now.
Well, it wouldn't matter for him.
Yeah, for him it does not matter.
Yeah.
And what do you got here, Brianna?
And this is, how do you say his Malagasy name? Campo?
Campo Ihana Amboni.
So I've always loved your guys' animals. I love the names, and I always wondered, where do you get all these names from?
Okay, well, that's my part of my part of the gig. Years ago, when we first got the Ambolobies in, we wanted to, about 2002, kind of set things apart. And so I looked at a English to Malagasy dictionary.
Okay.
And I began naming them English names with Malagasy AKAs.
Yeah.
But I actually inverted it, gave them the Malagasy name and then the English in AKA.
Right.
So, and then it'll have to do just like horse racing. You know, the horses, they have something from their parents, you know, and they mingle that together. So I'm always looking for something that has some.
You're a very creative man.
Yeah.
I feel like panther chameleon people have to be very creative because they got these animals are just like, oh my god, they're living art, literally.
They really are. That's exactly correct.
Is this your favorite one, Brianna?
I love him. Yeah, I do. He was the one. So we do like a little vote on our Instagram for the different breeders that are good candidates for coming to the show. I was really hoping that he would win because he's actually been in a couple of the votes and he's not done very well, to our surprise, because he's super popular and he's so beautiful. So when he did really well this time, I was happy.
Yeah, and this is a yellow body blue bar?
Yeah.
Ambolobi?
Technically, well, some people would classify him as that. He does still have a little bit of green in his body, so I wouldn't call him like a true yellow body blue.
Yeah.
But I think he's kind of heading in that direction because the green that you're seeing right now is about as much as he shows. So he's starting to turn more yellow. Wouldn't you say?
I agree with everything you said. The one thing I would just add is that the terminology, locking them into something like
I know
yellow body,
yeah.
it kind of limits, because there's a lot of different ambelobies in his background. There's some other things that I've infused over 15 or 16 generations to bring some other colors into play too. So but if it makes people happy, they can call them yellow body, blue bar.
And that would be like a pretty reasonable.
I mean, the body's yellow. As far as we can see, and there's blue bars.
Pretty yellow.
Definitely not giving you a hard time for your tag on it.
His dad was for sure yellow body blue bar, so that's what we're actually hoping he'll do. He's firing up right now.
I think it's that guy too. That's
it's that guy, and it's my face. So.
It's not
the red lipstick.
He hates it. Like, his response to me is so different than his response to you.
Oh boy.
Him and I have a funny.
So.
Normally, only on Tuesday night.
All right, guys. Where can people find you?
Instagram. That's my favorite personally. So Camouflage Creations.
Okay.
Also, our website is chameleonsonly.com.
Chameleonsonly.com. How long have you been doing this?
Okay, so I started in the field in 1980.
Wow.
So you guys can do the math on that.
Yeah.
Long time. And as a chameleon breeder full time since 1998.
So as far as I know, when we got started, we looked at your website. There's a ton of good information in there. So definitely check that out, guys. Thank you so much.
Nice.
Alright, so all these newts are bred and owned by my buddy Jay over here. Making a sell? No?
Here's my change.
Jay, bro, some of these things, I posted them on Instagram and everybody's like, what is that? I've never seen that before. So can you tell us a little bit about them?
Which ones do you want to know about?
So these in particular.
The crested newts?
Yeah, the crested newts.
So, well, there's a genus of newt, Triturus, that's known as crested newts.
Yeah.
And the males develop a crest in the breeding season for 2 to 4 months, depending on the species.
Yeah.
They're all European, to my knowledge. They're all European.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's about it. They're just...
So are they fully aquatic?
They're fully aquatic as long as you give them a way to like sit up in some plants and things like that. They'll want to go terrestrial outside the breeding season, but I don't allow them to do that.
Why not?
It's just easier to feed them, you know, keep them maintained. If they're in water. So otherwise they'll go up and they'll hide.
So you said this is a male because it has a crest?
That's a male, yep.
The females will not have any of that crest?
Yeah, so like these guys
colors?
Yeah, yep.
And what are these?
So these are Italian crested newts, and this is a mutation called flavistic.
Yeah.
Which is probably just a T-positive albino or a hypo.
Yeah.
But in Europe years ago, they started calling them flavistic, which would be the same as calling it xanthic, because flabby means yellow. So, and then the male's back there with the crest, and then these two females are up front.
Wow, she's pretty. So this would be like a normal
That's a normal.
Yep. Yeah, they're beautiful. How many different species do you work with, man?
Of newt or everything?
Of everything.
I don't know.
Too many to count.
A couple hundred.
So those of you that don't know, Jay is a OG in this reptile game. He's had, you know, I mean, how many? I can't even. Probably hundreds of different species you've bred.
I bred? I've probably bred like 600 species roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of rare stuff. A lot of really
Geckos.
obscure stuff. And I'm jealous because I know you have some geckos I want.
Oh yeah, I got some geckos. A lot of people want it.
But thanks for talking to us, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Sure.
These are amazing.
This is Anderson's crocodile newt, Echinotriton andersoni.
Oh my God.
It's a really rare newt from Japan.
Yeah.
It's a designated national treasure there. You can't even touch them.
Really? Mm-hmm. And you've been breeding them?
For 15 years.
For 15 years? And these guys, do they start off in the water and they...
Yeah, so they lay their eggs on land and then they, like next to a water edge, and then they hatch and the larvae go into the water.
Yeah.
And then it's just like a typical newt after that.
Out of all the species you've worked with, I see you tend to stick towards amphibians. Is that just your preference or?
Just easier at this point in my life. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I've bred a lot of geckos, and at my peak, I probably, let's see, in 2007, I had 270 species of gecko and over 100 genera.
Wow.
And it's so time consuming.
Yeah.
You have to to feed so many different things that lay 2 eggs a month.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just, I mean, I still have a lot of weird geckos and things like that, but as far as production goes, as I've gotten older, it's just amphibians are easier.
Yeah.
You know,
no, and these
less
newts,
maintenance and higher production.
Nobody has newts, like, you go to a Florida show, you'll never see this. But anyways, thanks again, Jay, bro. This is amazing. People are gonna love these. All right, guys, I'm here with Armin from Herb Time and Jay Summers, and they got something special going on. Some sort of reptile conference, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna bring back this enthusiasm for a unique reptile species. So can you guys tell us about it?
So it's more for the average hobbyist, the intermediate hobbyist that wants to dive a little deeper, but it's nothing like crazy, you know, professors and stuff like that.
So a little bit past the Petco care sheet, but not a scientific level research.
Intermediate level.
Yeah. But it's also going to be wide range. Like, we're going to have me talking about lizards, he's talking about newts, we have people talking about frogs, turtles, other types of lizards, hognose.
So when is it? When it's May 17th through 19th in Anaheim? Okay, and give me some of the speakers and what they're going to talk about. I know you said you guys.
Yeah, we got Jeff Galewood from JMG. Yeah. We have Bill Stiegel from Phoenix Reptiles. We have Socrates from Ariel Max. He's the Green Tree guy in Florida. You know? He's coming out. Philippe is speaking. I mean, who else? I mean, we have Scott Stahl, the reptile vet. He's coming out. Okay. So, yeah. All right. There's about 20 speakers.
All right. So if you're here in California, or if you want to come and just gain some insane knowledge, make sure you come out to the show. Thank you guys so much, and that's a wrap. We're already closing down, but thanks for watching, guys.